how-to today is going to be how to quote umbrella quotes through Safeco with existing home and auto policy. So before we start, I want to pull up the data information for the client that we'll be using today, Ronald Miller. This is all the information that we're going to need in order to start our quote. So I'm going to go ahead and minimize that. We need to log into the website so that we can get to the page that we need in order to start the quote. So here we'll just log in. To the home page. Once you log in, this is the screen that will pull up. So once you pull the home page up, we want to click on quote and issue new business. And when the home and auto is run through EasyLink, the client's information is automatically transferred over to the Safeco website. So instead of starting a new quote, we're just going to pull up Ronald Miller's original quote. So we'll click on Client 1, pre-filled in his name right here, Miller, and search for him. So here's Ronald Miller. We want to click on Show Details. If you notice, there was an auto and a home that was already quoted for him. We are only quoting the umbrella, and since this information is already on Safeco's website, we would just want to add new and scroll down to new personal umbrella since we're going to quote umbrella. And we must first qualify personal auto policy. Okay, so in order to quote a umbrella policy for the insured, we need to make sure they meet the liability limit. So we're going to have to go in there and edit the auto and the home liability limit to make sure that they meet the qualifications in order to do the umbrella. So we'll just click on the auto first and start with the coverages. And if you notice here, the liability limit is only state minimum of 30, 60, 25. We need to go ahead and increase that in order for them to qualify for the umbrella policy. So we'll just save it. And then we'll just close out on the screen and go back into the Miller, and then we'll have to change the homeowners as well in order to get the umbrella quote. So let's go ahead and go back into the homeowner. So we'll click that and edit it and make sure the homeowner's liability matches the requirement in order to quote an umbrella policy. So you can click on that, and we're looking for personal liability. And it looks like it's already at 100,000, so we'll just save that. And we'll close out the window and go back and try to quote the umbrella again. So we'll click on Quote and Issue, Existing Client, Miller's Ready Pre-Filled. So we'll go ahead and click Search, Show Details, and then we'll add New, Personal, let's go back and do umbrella here. Client list, Miller, and Ronald Miller, and then add new personal umbrella. You must select first select qualifying auto. So just go ahead and click continue here. Actually, we need to delete this, so let's just worry about that later. We'll just do new personal auto. It gives us the error message because it's not reading the auto liability limits here. So let's go back and edit that. So we should unlock it. Okay, so when we unlock the screen, it just pops us back in. Let's just verify the coverages here. Make sure the liability limits are high enough here. And we want to pre-qualify the auto or umbrella quote before we can go in and quote it. So we'll go ahead and make sure everything's shown correct here. And we want to go ahead and quote the umbrella. So from here, let's just go ahead and click umbrella. And if it's not reading it, it'll give us the error message, but it looks like it pulled the information over. We want to put the effective date here. primary address, and any additional insured. So we want to add his wife and click next. Okay, so we need it just that effective date. So let's just correct it here, and it will be the July. Let's see, when does this policy start here? July 28th. Well, to add effective date because that's when the house is closing. And click next. So for the coverage selection, it's asking you for how much liability you want quoted. You can choose 1 million or 2. We're only going to pick 1 million here. Access uninsured and underinsured. If they have more limits for under and uninsured, we'll put no. Check here for quotes on umbrella above 2 million. It's only 1 million, so we don't need a check there. It automatically pulls in the information from the auto and home, so we don't need to do anything here unless they have other vehicles that's not insured through Safeco that we have quoted originally in EasyLink. Below that is our other vehicles field. If the insured has a watercraft or any recreational vehicles, we want to input those numbers here. And then any additional driver. In this case, it's just Ronald and his wife, so we don't need to input anything there. And then as you can see, it pulls the automatic property information, which is 1, so that's pre-filled for you. And it also gives you other optional coverages. We don't need that. We'll go ahead and click next. If it gives us an error message, we just need to confirm it. So if you read here, it asks you to confirm before it goes to the billing and issue. We only wanted a quote, so it shows us the total annual premium here and gives us the information. We just really need to print a copy of this and save it into our Epic and attach it to our client. So we're just going to print a copy of the quote summary here. So you just click on quote. You can save it to your desktop and make sure you name the file correctly. So the file would be umbrella because it's an umbrella quote. And then QT for quote, and then the company name, which is Safeco. Once you do that, you save it to your desktop and attach it to your Epic document. So we'll just minimize everything here so you can see it. And this is the file that you would drop into your Safeco website, and that will complete your umbrella quoting for Safeco.